Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Dell G15 laptop. The exact model is a Dell G15 5511, and that information can be found on the bottom of the laptop on the sticker in the corner. And in this video I'm going to take you over how you can open it up and how you can increase the RAM or remove the RAM for this laptop. If you want to replace it, upgrade, I'll go over it on this video. I made a really short video for you guys to check. I'll leave that link in the video description where you can check your maximum RAM capacity for your PC or for your laptop. Check that link in case you want to know what's the max RAM capacity that you can go on this one. We have upgraded this one to 32 gig RAM with no problem, 216s. But the sweet spot is 2.8, which is a 16 gig. That's good enough for any normal game, you would say. But if you want that extra storage, you can go up to 32 gig with no problem by placing 16 gig in here. By removing the RAM or upgrading the RAM, you're not going to change any configuration in the Windows or anything like that. You just plug and play. And let's get into it and let's open it up. Just remember, by having two RAMs in there, it's much faster than having one single RAM DIMM. Let's say if you have an 8 gig in there, I would recommend you to guys get another 8 gig, then you will get a dual channel memory activated. And that's much faster than having a single big 16 gig RAM or a single 8 gig RAM. Alright, tool I'll be using for today, it's an iFixit screwdriver set. And if you get the basic set, they will include you with a screwdriver, with the bits and the screwdriver. But if you get the pro set, they will give you an opening tools and some tweezers. For the screw bit, we're going to use a Phillips number 1, I believe. Yeah, number 1. And if you just got the basic set and not the pro, go get yourself a guitar pick. A metallic guitar picks are very suitable to putting cases and covers. Alright, with this on hand, we're going to remove the screws on the bottom of the laptop. Just remember, not all the screws are going to come out. There's some screws that they have a little C-lock on them. So pretty much you just have to twist. So let's go over the screws that you can actually remove. The one in the two back by the rubber legs, these are the one that screws that you can actually remove them completely. And the two in the middle. And remember, these 4 screws are going to be the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. So go ahead and remove all of them. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. Alright, now that we remove these 4 screws, now the rest of the screws, they have a little C-lock on the other side that will prevent them from coming out, but there is a use for those C-locks. The C-lock, what it will do, it will prevent the screw coming up, but also helps to push the cover away from the palm rest. So if you pay attention in here, as soon as I start rotating this screw, it's going to push the cover away from itself. So let's go ahead. You see? Now you see, when I keep rotating, it's going to make a tiny click sound. That's fine. That's when you know that you have to stop rotating. Do the same thing on the other one. And there we go. We've got a nice gap opening on the side. Do the same thing on the opposite side. So let's go from the corner. There we have it. Once you loosen up the screws, now what you want to do, if the cover doesn't come out enough, so you want to grab yourself the opening tool. And in here, what you want to do, you want to stick it wherever is open, like that. And you want to twist it like this. Keep doing it every few centimeters, and you just want to hear those big click sounds. Those are the clips are getting loose. You're not going to scratch or damage the case, don't worry. Once you loosen up the front, you want to lift it up from the front end upward and bring it up like that, and then pull it towards yourself. Because there's this hinges that goes under the back grill, so you don't want to lift it up from the back side up, otherwise you're going to break the plastic. So lift it up from the front end upward and pull it towards yourself. And there you have the bottom casing. And right away you can see the big humongous 56-watt battery, and exposed you can see the 2 RAM DIMMs. Alright, Now, to remove the RAM, you do not need to remove the battery or disconnect the battery. Is absolutely not necessary as long as you powered off the laptop completely, not suspended or any other mode or hibernation, purely completely shut down. You don't need to remove the battery or disconnect the battery. But for those people that are paranoid, you can just pull this jack backward and the battery will get disconnected. Put it back in, make sure it evenly goes in, and pinch it in there. Alright, but you don't need to do this to remove the RAM. To remove the RAM, you want to put your fingers on the side of the triggers, and then you want to pull them away from each other, and the RAM will come out in 45-degree angle. All you want to do, you want to grab it in 45-degree and pull it back in 45-degree angle. You do not want to yank it upward, otherwise you're going to crack the RAM or the DIMM. Pull it backward. This is a DDR4 3200. So let's say you got the new RAM, make sure the notch on the RAM matches the notch on the DIMM. Doesn't matter which side the RAM chips are facing, as long as the notch matches. You want to bring it down in 45-degree, all the way inside the jack, and then you want to push it towards the motherboard, and you're going to hear these triggers open and close. That's when you know the RAM is in place. Pull, a little help it will come out, and pull back, and there you go. So there's an 8 gig right here. I'm going to put it back in, pinch it in there, and then push it towards the motherboard. So you can have another 8 gigs for 16 gig for dual channel, or put a 16 gig and 16 gig to have a dual channel at 32 gigabyte. Alright, once you have the RAM in here, you don't necessarily need to put the cover on. You can put it on the sides and power it on. Once you power it on, it might take to 5 to 10 seconds, up to 15 seconds for the motherboard to do a RAM check. It's called a memory check, mem check. But in case, it's a really rare times, but sometimes it does not do a mem check automatically, then you can force a mem check by disconnecting the battery. And once you disconnect the battery, you're going to press and hold the power button for 30 seconds. And then you want to come back and plug in the battery and plug in the charger and power on and wait for 5 to 10 or 15 seconds. And it's going to do a mem check and it's going to detect all your RAMs. Alright, once you have the RAM and everything plugged in, upgraded, you want to bring the bottom cover. You want to make sure the back side goes down in 45-degree inside the back rear right there. And then you want to bring it down and you just want to push down the front end down. And then you want to start tightening up the screws. And the screw is going to pull the case to itself. And if you see any gaps opening, you just want to pinch it. And it's going to click in and it's going to snap into its place. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or request, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm just going to finish up putting up the bottom screws.